Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters. Peace be upon you all. Today we're going to be dealing with a really important topic. Surah 65, verse 4. So, chapter 65, verse 4, it says, in case you do not know, their waiting period is 3 months, and those who have not menstruated as well. Okay, so he's saying that this is irrefutable evidence that Islam allows marriages of children. I came across this channel on TikTok that was claiming that if Islam is a religion for all times, why does it allow child marriages? And then the same person further claimed that the scholars couldn't deny the point he was making, that using this irrefutable evidence, he was able to lead 100,000 people per year to leave Islam.
Who are the ones that have not reached the years of menstruation?
As I know, is that there is, I think, 4 or 5 tafsirs. One of them says this means some girls that doesn't menstruated in a year.
No, Habibi, no, it does not say that, because in the Arabic language,
can you read the head? Okay.
I got you. Just 1 second. And regarding the Arabic 65:4, what does it say? Wallahi lam. Lam, this word, lam, means they have not reached it yet. They have not reached the years of menstruation. Now, the first category is talking about the older ones. The ones have passed the years of menstruation. No longer they will menstruate. They're at the 3 months. The third one is talking about the one that are pregnant. They're at the 3 months. The second one is talking about the ones that have not reached the years of menstruation. Who are the ones that have not reached it yet?
That says, and those who have not menstruated as well, actually referred to. So let's break this down using facts and figures. So I've got these figures from WebMD, from NHS.com, and also Statistica and a few other websites, and I can provide these references as well. Now, what does it mean? So there are 8 billion, or roughly 8.1 billion people living on this planet. Around half are women, about 4 billion. That would mean that 9, right? So 9-year-olds, 9 and less represents 1% of these 4 billion. 9 to 11 would represent 23%. So 23% of girls reach their menage between the ages of 9 and 11. 68% of girls reach their menage or their periods between the ages of 12 and 14. Right? Between the ages of 15 and 17 is 7.5%, and 18 and greater is 0.5%. Okay, so that would mean that the 7.5, the 15 to 18, that would make 8%. That 8% would represent 320 million girls who have their menage or their periods between the ages of 15 and 18. So that ayah could be referring to these girls, which includes 16, 17 and 18-year-olds. Okay, that would represent roughly, about 300 million girls? So that ayah, so in Britain, the law is that you can get married at the age of 16. Now, it's possible that a girl who is 16 and she gets married and she's not started her menage yet, or her period yet, right? So that ayah is applicable to girls, right, who are 16, legally of the age of marriage, and they are not menstruating. So why is it that these perverse people, right, seem to think that it's okay to say that that verse is referring to very young girls, right? Because most girls, 76% of girls, right, reach their periods between the ages of 12 and 18. Now, let's look at how this translates to marriage, or the legal age of marriage in and around Europe, right, in the last 200 years. So, if you look at this chart here, and you can go check this as well. Spain, right, in the 1800s, boys, the legal age for marriage for boys was 14 and girls were 12. Italy, boys were 14, girls were 12. France, boys were 14, girls were 12, and it carries on going down. Then, in the 1900s, okay, in the last century, boys in Spain were 14, girls were 12, and then Italy, 14 for boys and girls were 12, and this, you see this throughout, up until, right, 1929. In Great Britain, in England, boys, the legal age for marriage was 14 and girls was 12, and then it was upped to 16. So that's less than 100 years ago. Less than 100 years ago. Now, what would that signify? So, if you were to apply the term paedophile by today's definition to the people of the past, then the whole of Europe may be considered the product of paedophilia, as would most of the rest of the world for that matter. So, judging people of the past by the standards that you have set today or the rules that you have created today is absolutely and unequivocally wrong. So that verse represents 76% of women, right, by up to 1929 standards that were unable to get married but may not have reached their periods. So proof that Islam is a religion for all times. So my brothers and sisters, if you've learned anything, please like and share and subscribe for more videos on these ayah.